Hi. Do you believe in magic? Is that a song? I don't know. I believe in magic now, though, because the big mouse up top, the king of magic, finally took an L. For the love of God, I've been having a bit of a bad day, right? I got classes coming up. I have to go back to college in a few days. But luckily, there is a little thing to be excited about, and that is that Disney has finally taken an L for the first time in their lives. And I couldn't be happier. See, recently I uploaded a video to my channel, which is where I upload videos, called Disney Might Get Away with Murder. Okay, that's just a black screen. Called Disney Might Get Away with Murder. And if you can't tell by the title, it's Disney in an attempt to try and use legal loopholes to get away with having someone die on their parks. Doesn't that sound fun? Doesn't that sound, honestly, par for the course for Disney? It's a horrible situation, and I want to break down the actual case really quickly before digging into the wonderful, splendid little update that we have where Disney will be catching an L, finally. But before we get to the fun part, we unfortunately have to talk about the elephant in the room, which is that someone died on a Disney park. And this is one half of a couple that decided to go and visit Epcot, which Epcot is part of Disney's mafia territory. And the couple go by the name of Jeffrey Piccolo, who is the husband, and then Kunukporn Tangswan. This is how it is spelled. I'm praying I didn't butcher every single part of that name, but she ended up dying due to an allergen that she had consumed in food that she had eaten at a restaurant that's in the park area. It wasn't necessarily in the ticketed area, but it was in an area that you would consider Disney. And it's not some insane, like, unique, complex allergy that Disney could have never anticipated coming. This is two of the most common allergies you could ever have in a human being. Lactose and nut. I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching this video knows someone who is lactose intolerant or has an issue with nuts. I know someone who has an issue with peanuts. Weirdly specific allergy to have. Maybe you should try harder. But also, like, this is something that a park, especially a park that is a global enterprise with trillions of dollars in its fluidity, should be able to account for when they run food businesses in their area. I know it sounds like I'm nitpicking right now, like, oh, someone died on the park. That's not my battle to fight, but that's not the issue. The issue is what happened when the husband, Piccolo, decided to try and sue Disney for, you know, murdering his wife. And what happened was, of course, as I talked about in the previous video, Disney tried to use a free trial of Disney Plus that this guy had back in 2019, half a decade ago, and said, hey, by the way, I don't know if you've checked the terms of service, but actually, fun fact, if you've ever had a Disney Plus subscription, you can't take us to court. We're immune, you idiot. Because essentially what happens is he's still allowed to hypothetically try and work things out with Disney. You just can't take it to a courtroom because the terms of service say that they have to work it out privately. Which is crazy. That's a crazy thing to have in a terms of service. That sounds illegal. It sounds like it probably is illegal if anyone looks deep enough. And I guess this is the first time it's been a genuine issue because this has never been something I've heard anyone talk about in the past. Because no one reads these things. No one reads the terms of service because they write it in a bunch of legal jargon. They write gigantic blocks of text that are longer than every single book written. It's like that, that one fan fiction. Do you guys know the longest piece of media in human history is a fan fiction? Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, you know the show The Loud House with the boy that lives with all of his sisters? Yeah, there is a fan fiction called The Loud House Revamped with 35 million characters. Words, not characters, words. That's even more insane. It's 35 times longer than all Harry Potter books combined. Oh my god. Someone wrote that? I'm getting off track. Let me get back to the lawsuit. I'm sorry. But as I was saying, yeah, they hid the ability to be legally immune to courtroom hearings in the terms of service for Disney Plus. They apparently also hid it in the terms of service for buying a ticket to the park. I learned that from this YouTuber, Steve Leto, who was talking about the case, which was actually sent to me through DMs with a lawyer from my community that goes by the name of Eva the Elf Pyre, so thank you for sending that to me. But he talked as well about the fact that the place where they ate the food was in an unticketed area of the park, so I don't think that terms of service technically holds up in this situation. So they decided to fall back on a 5-year-old Disney Plus free trial subscription. Oh, you watched The Mandalorian before 2020, before quarantine? Well, unfortunately, we can kill your wife, and it's okay. What? Disney! I'm gonna have to throw you in the eternal torture chamber. In the chamber of eternal torture that I built in Minecraft and not real life. And this got so big that days later, after I initially covered it, even Moist Critical was making videos about the Disney allergy lawsuit is crazy. Moist Critical as title, but also true and insane and also wild, if I may. But luckily, there is a light at the end of this tunnel, and it's that the lawsuit is apparently going through anyway. I saw an article posted by the BBC that Disney dropped the bid to stop the allergy death lawsuit over Disney Plus terms. So essentially Disney's like, my bad. Oh, we pulled one of the pettiest, stupidest, dumbest, and also stupidest moves in history. we'll allow you to sue us now. It's okay. It's fine. We can afford trillion-dollar lawyers, but no, we can take it to court. I'll be real. I'll be honest with you. I'll be cool. You're not cool, Disney. Because the fact that they tried to pull this move in the first place is already a sign in and of itself that Disney sucks, blows, and sucks as a company. Because you can't just do that. That's a crazy move to pull that kind of move and then it go viral. And then once you receive backlash, be like, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. And as I was perusing my way through the streets of YouTube, I came across a YouTuber who had a really interesting point about this situation, who goes by the name of Louis Rossman, who said, Disney creates the best argument for piracy in a century. And essentially what he's trying to say here is, think about it, right? The guy bought... He didn't even buy Disney Plus. He got a free trial for Disney Plus. And in the terms of service, he essentially signed away his soul. He had his wife murderized by Disney. And they were like, we're allowed to do this. You have to come to us and shake our hand after we did this to you because you got a free trial of Disney Plus to watch like an episode of The Mandalorian or something. And so this guy, Lewis, had an interesting point where he said, essentially, you should pirate things, right? Because if you don't pirate things, you're signing your soul to Disney. And if you do pirate things, the worst thing that happens is the pirating site gets raided by the FBI. I'm not going to say go pirate movies from Disney. I would never say something like that. But the whole idea is, if you are pirating a movie, you are inherently in less danger if they're going to hide things like this in their terms of service. You are inherently safer if you steal from Disney, which is a crazy thing to think about. Which sucks because, like, I don't want to resort to crime. I don't want to be a criminal. But the idea that Disney could have gotten away with this if they didn't get public backlash is absolutely wild to me. And that doesn't even include the argument of Disney just hiding some media from existence. There's certain episodes of shows on Disney Plus that don't exist anymore because they just did not want to keep them on the site. Or another example, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, the old Marvel Netflix shows. Disney Plus bought those. But if you go and look on Disney Plus, they are gone. They're not on Netflix and they're not on Disney Plus. So the only place you can watch them is through a pirating site. Disney, you're forcing my hand here. I don't have any other choice at this point. If I want to see my beautiful baby Matthew Cox beating up a bunch of men in a skin-tight suit, I should be allowed to, goddammit. That is so stupid. But for now, I'm just happy for this little W. I might not cover if the court case fails or wins. I don't really know. I'm just happy that Disney finally had to get off their milk crate and fight a battle on an even playing field in a courtroom. I hope to see it go well for Piccolo. I hope he manages to get his $50,000 plus legal fees. But honestly, the chances are still slim because Disney can afford Epstein lawyers. They can afford any lawyer they want. I probably can't say that name. Monetization's gone now. But anyways, I want to hear your thoughts on this. I'm going to skedaddle for now. This is a bit of a shorter video. I'm trying to recuperate and gather all my organs off the floor after having to deal with a pretty fun summer, but classes coming up faster than I ever anticipated them to come. But let me know your thoughts on all of this, as well as let me know how your summer went, because a lot of you are probably going back to classes now as well. But I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you liked it. Disney. I'm sorry. Wow, that just slipped out. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night. And yeah, we can celebrate the little W's. I'll take it.